My name is Shirsha. I'm from AML section. The topic and concept should be device. Nested if else statement. Content introduction. Nested if else statement in C. Syntax of nested if else statement in C. Flowchart of nested if else statement in C. Working of nested if statement in C. Examples for nested if else statement in C. Introduction. Whenever we need to make a decision about something, we ask ourselves questions, and based on the conditions, we evaluate which path to make. This is majorly the case when we learn many options, and the only one of them is to be picked. In programming languages, to implement this very case, we use if-else statements. We use if-else statements. Let's look at a quick recap of if and else statements before introducing nested if else statement in C. Nested if else statement in C. We already saw how useful if and else statements are. But what if we need to check more conditions even when one condition is satisfied? For example, if we need to analysis if the number is even or odd, then if it is even, whether it is divisible by 4 or not, and if it is odd, odd whether it is divisible by 3 or not. In such a case, only one if and else statements wouldn't suffice. First, we will check with one if else statement whether the number is even or odd. Then in the if block, that means if the number was even, we would have to include another if and else statements, checking if it is divisible by 4 or not. And similarly, in else block, we would have to include another if and else statements, checking if the number is divisible by 4, 3 or not, including numerous if else statements inside an if and else statement is called nesting. The second if and else statements are said to be nested inside the first if and else statements. This is why C language allows nesting of if and else statements. These are nested if else statements and provide clear decision making when some extra conditions are needed to be checked inside the initial conditions, like in the previous example. Syntax of nested if else statement in C. Check if the first condition holds. If condition 1, if condition 2, do something do something else. If condition 3, do something else, do something else. By using first condition holds. This the code in C for for the above described example, where we need to analyze if the number is even or odd. it is even, whether it is divisible by 4 or not, and if it is odd, whether it is divisible by 3 or not will be. As include std dot h main integer main. It is a general syntax. Next, we will take an integer value and we will scan, means we will read the integers. Scan f of percentile d is a general syntax. If we take, when we take integer, we will take percentile d. When we will take character, we will take percentile c. When we will take decimal value, float value, we will take percentile f. And if n percentile 2 is equal to 0, print f of even, means this is the first condition. This is program. If n percentile 4 is equal to 0, print and that divisible by 4. Else print f and not divisible by 4. These are two conditions in this: print divisible by 4 or print not divisible by 4. Else print f of of order. If n percentile 3 is equal to 0, print f and divisible by 3. Else print f and not divisible by 3. Return 0. Input. When we take input 14, even and not divisible by 4. This is the output of the given program. Next, flowchart of nested if else statements in C. First, condition 1. Condition 1 goes true, false. In true, we have if, and if means block. Next, it goes to second condition. In that second condition, true, false. Next, true goes to if. Next, false goes to else. They have the nested block and the code executes. Next, this is the true condition. This is the false. False means it goes to else. This is the block. Condition 3, true, false. If else, nested block. Code executes. The flowchart for nested if else statements is shown below in the program. This is the flowchart. We have if else and condition 2, 3 and nested block and the code. At last it executes. Working of nested if statement in C. Taking the previous example, we have the first if statement which evaluates if n is even. If this n is even, that means the expression n percentile 2 is equal to 0 evaluates to true. We enter the if block. Here we have our nested if statements which evaluates if n is divisible by 4. N is divisible by 4 if the expression n percentile 4 is equal to 0 evaluates to true. We enter the nested if statement block. Here we print that the number is even and divisible by 4. If the expression n percentile 4 is equal to 0 was evaluated to be true, we enter the nested if statement and print the number is even but not divisible by 4. Similarly, if the expression n percentile 2 is equal to 0 evaluates to false, we enter the first else block, skipping the if part as the condition is false, and we check the condition of the nested if statement if the expression in percentile 3 is equal to 0, evaluates to true, we enter the nested if statement block. Here we print that the number is odd and divisible by 3 if the expression n percentile 3 is equal to 0 was evaluated to be false. We enter the nested if nested else statement and print that number is even but not divisible by 3, right? Okay. The thing to note here is when we enter the if block, the else block is ignored, and if we enter the else block, the if block is ignored. And this is exactly how if else statements help in decision making. Only a particular block of code is executed based on the what conditions are being satisfied. Nested if statement provides better decision making when other conditions are to be analyzed inside the first condition, and so we can include more than one nested if statement inside an if statement to get the required result. Get the required result. Examples for nested if else statement in C. Example 1. Check if three numbers are equal. You three numbers we need to check if all of them are equal in value or not. We will use nested if else to check this. First we check that out of three numbers whether the first two are equal. If they are, then we go inside the nested if to check whether the third is equal to them. If else, then all are equal, else they are not equal. And if the first two numbers themselves are not equal to each other, no need to check further. We can simply output number. The code in C is given below. Hash include stdio.h into main int a comma b comma c scan of percentile d percentile d percentile d end a end b and c. If a is equal to b, if a is equal to c, print f of yes, else printf of no, else printf of no, return 0 at last. This is the code in C is given. Input and output. Input. When we give input table 1 S. Next, when we give the input 134 this one. And thank you.